popped up out of nowhere because I was turning my stream on. So welcome everybody to Body Positivity Yoga Live. We're just going to do a short little breathe and stretch session just to sort of warm up the body, open us up in a couple of spots. This is the kind of practice that I like to do right after work. So I'm literally just in from work and I thought we would do a little practice together. So we're going to actually begin today standing, and what you're going to want handy is a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, it's no big deal. You just want any long, non-stretchy belt, and it doesn't even really need to be that long for today's practice. Something like this. It doesn't have to be a belt, it doesn't have to be a yoga strap, but anything that lets you just wrap around body parts and reach those parts easier. So have that handy, and let's just come to the front edge of our mat. It doesn't matter which side you pick, but we want to face the short edge. We're just going to plant our feet, maybe rock back and forth a little bit. Just take your time coming into the space and getting ready to practice. And spread out through all your toes. Feel the fronts and the backs of your feet. And let's just roll the shoulders up to your ears, take them back, and just slide them down. And as you do, take your hands out beside you with the palms facing forward. Perfect. Take a couple deep breaths right there. And just sort of settle into your feet. And now we want to just sort of stretch up out of the feet a little bit. So feel a little bit of lift from the feet all the way up to your waist, almost like you were pulling up like really tight pants. So feel a little bit of that lift. And then lift the center of your heart. And with the next inhale, just float your arms up overhead. Maybe the palms touch. And then as you exhale, I just want you to squeeze the palms together, interlace the fingers, and release the first fingers up. With your next inhale, press your arms up. And then lift your heart. And with your next inhale, maybe lift a little higher up with the heart. And as you exhale, maybe you take the arms back a little. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just keep it lifted. And just start to feel this out. Nice. With your next inhale, come forward. So shoulders and arms right over. And then as you exhale, just release your fingers and float your arms back down. And just notice any warmth or any rushing blood flow into the arms. Shake it out a little bit. Make sure you have a little bit of space in front of you because we are going to be flowing a little bit. So come back to strong standing. With your next inhale, just float your arms up. As you exhale, bend your knees and dive down. Keep your heart open. Bring hands to thighs, or if it's an easy reach, bring your hands to the floor. And tip your tailbone up a little or a lot. No further than comfortable. And let the head go. So knees can be bent a lot here, hands can be resting, or hands can be on the floor. When I say let the head go, it really means let it be heavy. And sometimes it helps to let go of the head if you sort of shake it no, or nod it yes. And if that feels really good, and you really feel supported by your thighs here, maybe take opposite elbows and let the upper body just dangle. Let's take a couple deep breaths. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to the floor or back to your thighs. And with your next inhale, send your heart forward. Take the back of your head back and draw your shoulders back. As you exhale, pour it forward again. Then come all the way up. So bend your knees, open your heart, open your arms. Reach out to the sides and then up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down to your heart. So we're going to flow through some of those shapes a little bit quicker, but at your pace, so you move with your breath. Big inhale, lift the heart into the hands. And exhale, release your hands. Inhale, float your arms up. As you exhale, bend your knees and dive down. Lift the tailbone at the end. Let the head go. Inhale, come up halfway. So send the heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, fold again. Inhale, bend the knees, take the arms wide and open your heart, reach up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart. Good, we're gonna flow through that twice more. Inhale, and exhale. Release the hands. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale, open up, come all the way back up. Palms touch, exhale. Take a breath here. Next inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, release your hands. Inhale, float your arms up. And exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, so long spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands and just shake out your legs a little. So just getting the blood flow going, getting the heart pumping, a little bit of warmth in the body. Let's step wide on our mats. So you want to face the long edge of your mat for this. And you want your outer edges of your feet to be roughly parallel. Nice. So we're going to flow through similar shape as what we just did. And remember, it's not about how far forward you go in these bending poses. It's more about just feeling out what feels right in your body. So roll your shoulders up, back and down. Same or very similar to what we just did. Take a big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, bend your knees, send your booty back, and bring your hands to your thighs as you pour yourself forward. Maybe hands stay on thighs, let your head go. Maybe hands come down to the mat, and then you tip the tailbone up at the end. With your hands to the tops of your thighs or the floor, with your next inhale, send your gaze forward, heart forward. And as you exhale, fold again. With your next inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms wide, a little bit of belly and thigh work here, and then reach all the way up. And then melt hands to heart. Inhale here. And exhale, release your hands. Super simple practice. Big inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, booty back, dive down, hands to thighs or to the floor. Let the head go. Tip the tailbone up. Next inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold again. With your next inhale, bend your knees, take your arms wide and come all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Very, very nice. Release your hands. Heel toe your feet in towards the center of your mat and shake it out. That's it for standing. We're going to come down to the mat. So for sitting poses, you want to sit elevated on a bolster or a couple of pillows or a folded blanket, unless you know you're quite open in the hips and the hamstrings. I always say try it even if you're not used to it. You might not even find that you really need it, but a pillow maybe, a couple of blankets, whatever you like. So we want to elevate the hips a little tiny bit so the knees are a little bit higher. And now that the body's warm, we can get some lovely stretches in without really overtaxing any of the muscles. So we're just going to begin with a little side stretching. So bring your hands beside your hips. Lift the center of your heart. Take your shoulders back. And then just soften your elbows. Now if your fingertips don't touch the mat, it's totally fine. You could put something under each hand. Folded blanket, pillow. If you have yoga blocks, you can put those under your hands. You can just let your arms float. Nothing terrible will happen, I promise. Take a big inhale. Exhale. With a long spine, with your next inhale, float one arm up. Exhale, walk your other fingertips away, come into that palm, and just come into a side bending shape. And try to keep everything in one long line. So you want shoulder and arm kind of right on top. You don't want to be rounded forward. And then take a couple big breaths right into this side of the body. Big inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. With your next inhale, draw your belly in, float yourself all the way up. Exhale, take that arm down. Inhale, opposite arm up. And exhale, come over 2 deep breaths into this side body. Big inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, draw the belly in, come all the way back up. And then exhale, float that arm down. So if your legs are crossed, just give them a little shake. And then bring the feet together and the knees apart. Feet together, knees apart. And a lot of us are going to have the knees really, really high, and I want you to just let go of all the judgment for a second. Remember that it's fine. Wherever your knees are, it's fine. We just want to start to stretch and move in this area, and everybody's bodies are different. So if you want, you can put a couple pillows under each knee for some support. If it feels fine to dangle the knees, then do that. But press your feet together, all the feet, so the whole bottoms of the feet. And then take a big inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, just soften the shoulders, press your feet together, and start to pull your knees apart. Yeah. So a little activity happening in the inner thighs, maybe the outer hips. This might be all you need, so you can stay here and breathe, or lift your heart, big inhale. And then exhale, melt your heart forward. So this is for those of you that need to feel a little more in this shape or want to feel a little more. Keep the spine long, and with every inhale, lengthen out the top of your head, long spine. And with every exhale, just sort of melt yourself forward. Again, we're keeping the back long. This feels so good in the body after work. Just a bit of stretching, a bit of breath. And with your next inhale, walk yourself up. Very nice. Stretch out one of your legs. You can do the same one as me or a different one. This is my right leg, and I don't know if it mirrors on the screen, but whatever, it works. And then you're going to want to grab that strap. So if it's way out of reach, I'm so sorry. Get yourself out of your shape, grab your strap, and then get yourself back into this general shape. One leg forward, other leg is bent. Foot's right against the leg. And now we're going to lasso a foot. So hook your strap around the foot and shimmy it up to about the ball of that extended leg. And then hold the strap so thumbs are on top. Draw your elbows back and lift your heart. Send the heel of the extended leg away a little bit. Press the heel down into the mat. That may be all your body needs today. Stay here. If you're getting a nice good stretch, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. If you need more, then inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, bring the heart between the arms and fold, maybe taking the hands higher up the strap. Keep shoulders soft and the spine long. And we're going to take 2 more slow, deep breaths. And then slowly inhale, come up. Send the other foot forward, and I like to sneak it into the strap. Isn't that slick? And then we're going to take this leg to bend, foot right against the leg. Hands to the strap, so find that similar spot. Plant the heel down, pull the toes back. And all you might need to do is just draw the elbows back and lift your heart. If you want more, take a big inhale. As you exhale, keep the spine long, melt the heart forward between the arms. We have a tendency to sort of lift the chin, try to keep it drawn in a little, and take 2 more deep breaths. And with your next inhale, come all the way back up. Grab that strap, set it aside. So our last little pose to each side before a little bit of breath work and just rest is to lengthen up the spine. You can sit in any comfortable sitting position, so you don't have to have your legs crossed. You can put feet back together, knees apart if that's comfy in your body. You can kneel. You can sit in a chair for this. It really doesn't matter. Anywhere you're comfortable in the lower body. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, top of the head right to the ceiling. And as you exhale, we're going to float into just a really easy, gentle twist to one side. I like to bring my back hand really close to my body and press into that back hand to lengthen my spine. If the hand doesn't come all the way to the leg, wrap it around the belly, or bring it to the same side leg and press into that. Take a couple deep breaths. And one more. And float yourself back to center with an inhale. And then exhale here. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to the other side. Same stuff we did on the first side. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, feel the twist. Not overdoing it, just feeling it out. And last big breath here. When you're ready, inhale, come back to center and just shake it out a little. Shake out the legs if they need that. And you want to just come to a comfortable seat. Anything you like. And we're just going to, I'm going to change the cross of my legs because I've been sitting just the one way this whole time. So switching the cross for me and making sure I'm really comfortable. Stack shoulders over hips. If you're feeling a little tight or a little too much work here, elevate yourself. Simple breath, that's all we're going to do. One hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And as you inhale, expand both of these areas. And as you exhale, just sink in. Please just feel and notice the breath for a couple of moments. Remember, self-care is so simple. It doesn't take much time. And you are worth it. And with your next exhale, just release your hands. Sit up really tall. Keep your eyes closed or your gaze soft. And bring your hands, palms together, thumbs lightly against your heart. When we say namaste in yoga, it simply means that the light in me honors the light in you. And so with deep gratitude for this time that we've made for ourselves, for self-care, deep gratitude for this practice of yoga and for each other, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you missed out on this class live, it'll still be up on my channel to watch later. So if you ever just need a little hit of self-care, please feel free to go and check it out. If you want to sign up for any of my full-length Body Positivity Yoga Live classes, you can do that on my website at fatyogini.com. At the menu, just go to Practice Yoga and you'll find the link. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye!